Hello Flosstube, it's me Janet. I'm back at you for an update. This is my video number 3, and this is a channel about cross stitching and a little bit about life. If you're new, welcome. I hope you stay and enjoy, and if you're returning, thank you for supporting me and coming back. So let me jump in first to a little bit of a life update. So if you remember from my first video, I told you that I'm a millwright at General Motors, which means I belong to the UAW. So if you haven't seen it in the news or my one post on Instagram, on September 15th, the UAW walked out on a strike. It's the end of our 4-year contract, and basically we're just trying to get people that are in there as temporary employees for way too long and a little bit of piece of the pie back for ourselves that we gave up in 2007 to save our retirees insurance. But I don't want to get into all that, so I just want to, that's not what you're here for. So I just wanted to give you a shout out about what's been going on, because in honesty, it's been slowing down my stitching because I get a lot of time and effort to my local 2219 UAW. So other than that, I'm sure we'll get through this fine. We just have to do what we gotta do. Other than that, I broke my toe. So like I had to run my son somewhere and I was late getting myself ready for it and jumped up, ran in to get my shoes on, ran into a door, broke my pinky toe. It's all like black and yucky. So I'm walking with a hobble too on top of everything else. But it is what it is. I'll heal. Not my first or last time, I'm sure. So let's jump into stitching. That's what you're here for. I have a lot of stuff to show you on this table. I'm sure you hear that but quite a bit from other floss tubers. Oops, ouch. And stop saying First off, finishing. I'm going to do my current only, I'm doing the Sal. I told you Pride and Prejudice is doing a stitch along. I chose the mini because I just have so much going on. I am up to date on this little guy. Check it out. Super cute colors, super cute to stitch, way fun. There's only 3 sections to it. I'm behind on the reading, but I got the stitching done. Other than that, I'm going to show you a couple previous finishes before I jump into whips. This, in another video I told you that I have a hard time doing my top and bottom. I don't always gauge my margins right. So I started this and it took me 2009 is when I started, and I ended it in 2018. It was just something that I lost my stitchy bug in there for a while, so put it away, blah, blah, blah. This is a Marbella. I actually love this one. Now that it's finished, the struggle was real while I was doing it. It's called Circle of Friends. I actually refer to it as there's 3. I am one of 3 sisters, so I call it my sister's piece. I do really love it. I love the colors. The brown was a challenge to stitch on, but I got through it. I need to frame it. Frame it. Marbellas get framed, I believe, at least in my world. Another quick little one that I finished before I started floss tubing is, I don't know if I've showed this before, sorry if I have. Children Need Roots and Wings. This is a designer, is out of Canada. I should have looked that up for you. If you have a question about it, I'll look it up and get you that. It was really fun to stitch. I made changes. Okay, the hearts here were supposed to be here, but I thought the birds were really symbolic for my 3 children, and the dragonfly here I think was supposed to be a butterfly. These are just some pins. I had that button in my stash. I searched for these until I found the perfect one that I wanted. There was supposed to be a satin heart here, and I just repurposed those 3. So perfect. I love it. I really do love that piece. Another one, which I don't know. Wait. 2006. I told you I date some of my stuff. I know you can see through this one, sorry. I pulled it when I was pulling out my other finishes to show you. I saw this Halloween one. I'm like, oh, let me get that one out. By the looks of this, it was a kit. I want to say Lizzie Kate. I'm pretty sure it was Lizzie Kate kit. And I just saw somebody on Flosstube had picked it up on a stash unload. So I'm gonna make this into a flat fold so I can put it around my house for Halloween. So that should have finished it this weekend during the like finishing thing, but that didn't happen. So that's like my only finishing that I got, and then some former finishing. So during my last video, I told you it was the beginning of my vacation, and I had this big goal to do a bunch of starts. And the reason I wanted to do those bunch of starts was because I just was running low on like projects in the mix, and I just wanted to have more available for rotation. So I have starts. All of these, I got 8 starts during my vacation. There's not a lot done on them, but I'm going to show you anyway. So starting off, Dare to Fly. The color combination on this is amazing. I just totally dig the fabric. So anyway, just a couple clouds and the start of the cage. That's all I got done on that one. I do have most of the fabrics if you were interested. I'm looking to show you. Sorry, this glare. I'm still trying to figure out this set to make sure the glare. So I created these little tiny, like this is like just tiny. And I circle in, and then on the flip side, I put information like start, finish, fabric, pattern, whatnot. So I do have information. I just don't always remember to put what, to tell you on the video. So if you ever have any questions, give me a shout. This one, 28 count mystery Lugana, which means I bought a mystery pack at one point. And also sometimes when I used to do leftovers, the cutoffs would be there. And that's what I would, if you're gonna hear rustling, kittens in the house. I would just save it, and that's probably what it's from. So next one, I told you I won the chart for the sweeping cobwebs. That video, no kitty, we don't need to hear you. There's a lady on that group that is changing up the colors a lot, and I am loving what she's doing. So I'm really just copycatting, but I'm owning that I'm copycatting, and she knows that I shouted her out and asked if it was okay. So this much done. I'm moving my stuff over. That's why I keep looking around. Try to not do that. This Old Glory, and I really just got the border done on the one edge. But I have something for you, or I need something. If you watch this video, you got an opinion. The color for the bucket is like a gray, and I want to find like a bluish color, because the color for the bucket is the same for the flag. And just give me a shout out if you can think of like a ghast or something that would work for that, so I can switch it up. The next one is Dream Big, and I just got the little bit of the top done right there. That was it. This one, Sunshine on a Stem. I actually got some of the word sunshine done. Sunshine, part of the jar. My daughter's cat. Sorry. All right, say your love. Look. Trying to get him to stay away. Pumpkin Spice Farm. I really just got the very tip of the pumpkin started. But I just hope to rotate these through and add more variation to what I do. Cardinal Winter. I got some of the top of it done. You think you're on vacation and you're gonna get to do what you want to do, but other things happen, kids, plans, whatnot. So, heartstring samplery, stitch or die, and I got a little bit of the top and down the edge done. So that was my new starts during vacation. Other than new starts, I'm going to show you some of my old whips. First of all, Harry Potter, I had told you I do a little bit of every day. This is dirty and I'm going to wash it. I hope I didn't say that already because I didn't. Actually, it's got an enormous amount of back stitching, so you'll see I did some already. I'm almost to the point to doing the back stitching over here. I actually made the decision to get all this fancy stuff done around the edge before I fill in the solid colors, because that could like just be brainless stitching. Waxing Moon Design, Hocus Pocus. Here's another one I need help with. I got part of the U and the C. That is what I worked on, but I'm at a, I have been lazy and haven't looked into my floss. The color they have for the witch's hat, which goes on top of the O, is actually the color of this cauldron, and which was supposed to be the color of the cat, but I didn't like it, so I got to come up with some kind of combo. I almost think this is too dark. It's probably going to be a combo with a 2 so that it brings... Kittens are crazy. So that it like balances out the piece. That's basically what I want to do. And one more that I've been working on. This is almost, I feel embarrassed to even show this to you because it's almost a joke. Cute pajamas. I am down to this pair of pajamas and those slippers. And I've twice tried to stitch on this and get distracted by projects at home. So I've got literally just the beginning part of those pajamas started. It's so frustrating. I want to be able to stitch more. So that is my old whips, what I've been working on. The other 2 stitch alongs that I'm involved in, I had told you about Emerald City, and I barely got the witch done. Oh, I got creases in here before the next piece dropped. So the next piece dropped, it's up here. It's the flying monkeys and I don't know if they call him the wizard, the guy that runs the show. So I need to get started on that. And the last piece dropped for Hello Pumpkin. And I don't know if you remember, I told you I was going to barely have enough, so I literally was dying to find out if I was going to make it. So the only thing I have stitched in this was I stitched right here on the new piece that dropped, just so that I could see if I'm going to have enough. I'm literally going to have 1 inch. This will become a pillow. 1 inch is plenty, hopefully. But I do love this piece, so I am super excited to work on getting that finished. So that's it for my like what I've been working on and those kind of updates. Haul. I'm gonna move on to haul, and I don't have anything to talk to you about for haul. I actually did no shopping, but hopefully that's not for long. But what I did do instead of haul was my friend Amanda come over, and her and I did some Rit dyeing. I've done that in the past with my sister. I've done it by myself, but I wanted to introduce Amanda to it. She was super excited to try it. So Rit dyeing and coffee tea dyeing is what we did. So I'm going to show you a couple pieces of my fabric of what I pulled off. This one, no plan for it, just random. It started out being a baby light blue. Sorry guys. A baby light blue, and I added grays to it because I wanted to make it like stormy, and it turned out and I'm pretty happy with it. The next piece, we were just playing with Halloween colors, so I feel like this one needs to be I don't know what I think about it. Sometimes I feel like it needs to be a little more grungy and tanny. I'm going to hold on to it, and if a piece pops in that would work for it, I'll go from there, from the piece that I find, if I decide it needs to be grungy. And this was straight up just pink, and I tea coffee dyed it just to tone it down. I'm not a bright pink girl now. not anymore. So that's I have one more piece to show you, but I'm going to show it to you with plans. So other than that, I wanted to share, I got a thank you card in the mail. I was blessed during the Common Threaded Stitcher on Instagram that Kia B was doing and her whole team. And one of the patterns that somebody popped up and said that it was their, I didn't ask for permission to tell her name, so that's the reason I'm not sharing her name. But she had popped in and she had a out of print chart that was her unicorn chart. I had stitched it and I still had those charts. So I reached out to her and I was like, so I have this, if you're interested in it. I've used all the buttons, but you're more than welcome. Especially, I just felt real comfortable and happy to share the love and to be able to make somebody else's day. So I'm going to show you my piece that I stitched and need to fully finish. But that's what the thank you card was. So it was from Raise the Roof. So it was Crabby All Year. This was a joy to stitch. I'm not going to lie. Some of those like wicked big white parts of white, like the big spots, but I had a lot of fun doing this, and those buttons are so cool. So hopefully she can find her buttons or figure out how to do something like that. But yeah, that was one more. I think I'm gonna make this a wall hanging, and I'm not gonna frame it. I'm gonna make a wall hanging and put it on display on one of the walls. So I got to figure out how to do that. Sure, it's not that bad. I usually can throw something together sometimes, but I'm just looking at it again. It's been a long time since I stitched it. Wait, does it? I don't know if I put the date. Oh, I did. Look how I did the date. I told you I hide things. The check was written in 2010, so that would be when I stitched it. I did it every month through the year 2010. So that was lots of fun to stitch. Other than that, part of my plans is that same friend Amanda that came over and I did the dyeing the fabrics with. She's new to cross stitching, and she watched me do or hears me talk about my sales and stuff like that, and so she wanted to get in on one. So her and I are doing Caterpillar cross stitch, Deck the Halls. She's actually started hers. I haven't. I am planning today to pull my threads. This is the piece of fabric that I dyed for it. It was white and I added blue and a little bit of gray. I wanted it to look a little like, you know how winter can be like bright sunshiny blue and a little stormy? That's kind of what I wanted to go for. So plans, pull threads, and get that started today would be amazing. Other than that, if it works out, and fingers crossed if it works out, a couple of us are going to head over to the Craft Gallery in Findlay, Ohio. Jen Lee from Corks and Stitches, hashtag 24-hour cross stitch, is having like a kickoff to her October 24 hours of cross stitching. She'll also have the I always say this wrong, acoustics, acrostics, which is a challenge I've been doing July, August, September, 3 months. So she's going to have those new worksheets available for you. So, I don't know, just meet and greet, stitch with her for a hot minute if you got some time. So there's a group of us that are hoping to drive over there on Saturday to meet and be part of that event. So that's my big plans for this weekend. Other than that, I just plan on to keep stitching. Get some stitching time in would be amazing. So to get stitching, enjoy my life, get back to my daily grind, hopefully. So I hope you also do that. Enjoy your stitching. Enjoy this time of the year. It's my favorite time of the year. If you like what you see here, hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button for this channel. I hope to be back in a week or two. So until next time, I'm going to send you much love and happy stitching. Bye.